06 haiendi, 012 haiendi. Professionally, I did accounts. I worked at an accountant firm for like 4 or 5 years. Then I quit. I came and did some research about the pigs. I love doing farming, but when I was young, my uncle used to do pig farming. But the way he was doing pig farming, it was not the modern way that we do pig farming. So I settled down and I thought I can do it much better than the way they used to do it. So I came, I did some research through YouTube. I visited some channels, South African channels. I visited some Ugandan channels. I see the breeds that they figure there. Then I visited elderly farmers back here in Kenya. But personally, I also went to Uganda to some farms to see what they do. Then I settled down and I thought the best thing I could do is to become a breeder so that I can be selling those breeds that I saw outside there. And that's what I do up to date. The breed that I keep here, I have the large white, the Ladres, the Hampshire, the Duroc, and the one that we call Dunbred. I got it from Uganda. So what I do, ideally, I do the crossbreeds. I have come to note that the best mothers are the Ladres and the large whites. So I come and cross with the superior breed, which is Duroc and the Dunbred from Uganda. So that's what I sell to farmers. Because the growth rate are very nice, they are resistant to diseases, and also they don't keep that fat. They put less fat when they are putting on weight, and they grow very fast. When the pig is pregnant, personally, through my experience, I only use one formula, whereby they feed when they are pregnant, when they are breastfeeding, when they grow. But what I do, I add more proteins to those that are lactating mothers, the one that have got piglets. Then those piglets, they continue with that diet up to 3 months, whereby I switch to another formula where the protein are lesser than the one I used to give them when they were breastfeeding. Yeah, but ideally, when you're doing pig farming, the best thing to use in your feeds, it's maize, whole maize. That's what we dwell most in our feeds. What you give your pigs, it's the smell you get. If you give them a chakula, that's what you get. If you go to the market and you collect those mabakshishi and the waste, that's what you give your pig, then the smell of your pig pens will be off. Even you can like to start there for 5 minutes. So what I give, most of the farmer, the mistake that they do, it's feeding unstandard feeds, yani feeds zenye hazina all the nutrients. Some also, they do some shortcuts. Wanapema chakula za, we call them wastes. They give wastes. They go collecting waste from the hotels. They go collecting waste from the slaughters. They get the blood from the slaughters. They come cook. So the place is smelling. The pigs doesn't grow because you're not giving them all the nutrients. Because for the pig to get that growth, ideally, you are supposed to take your pigs to the market when they are 6.5 to 7 months. But you get most of the farmers, they are selling their pigs at 8 months, 9 months, because the feeds were poor. The soy and meal that we give, it contain vitamins, minerals, what we call energy, then protein, fiber. So most of the farmers, they don't give their pigs all those. So you get the delay of growth in most of the farms that I visit outside there. What I advise farmers, because sometimes farmers, the capital is not, maybe my capital and that young farmer who is trying to come up as a pig farmer, you can start small, but the ideal the ideal of these cubes, the best thing ni unakoroga chini, cement them, make them easy to clean. But using those offcuts, they are called bow offcuts, the hard ones, not the bow. I don't know. In Kikuyu we call them mathiref something. So those ones, they are good to start with, but they are not for long-term project. For long-term project, you have to use like the bricks, you cement, yeah.